Okay, so, hey, it's Zach. For the past month, we have been getting our bathroom remodeled, and without saying too much, we need to get it redone by someone else. And that really stinks. And so it's time for me to make the big boy choice and sell off my sealed Pokemon card collection. Now, I don't want to sell it through like Twitter and stuff and like YouTube comments and this and that, unless it's like someone official, legit, that I can trust. I also can't really sell it through like eBay because I want to avoid commissions. I'm trying to get as much money as possible to help fix our bathroom. And so most of this will probably be done through Facebook Marketplace. But I thought, why not update everyone and let you know what's going on and what I'm selling, and maybe down the line I can watch this video in 5 years and look at the prices and hate myself. But I've said it before, I wear a lot of hats. I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a educator, and content creator comes last, and Pokemon collector comes last as well. So we need the money. It's time to sell this stuff. I thought, you guys can watch me just go through, see what I got, and I'm going to inventory it to figure out how much I can possibly make off of selling it all. And hopefully that's enough to at least get started on fixing our bathroom. But like and subscribe, hype the video. I don't know. Just wanted to share this, but let's get into it. I'm going to go through and just take a look at some of the stuff and go through it. First of all, this is stuff that was actually like in my closet, and this is the Pokemon Center 151 ETB. I actually planned on opening this, and I never got around to doing it, and then it came to a point where I was like, let's just keep it sealed. And then one day I looked at the prices, and I was like, oh yeah, I got to keep it sealed. So there's that. Next up, we have Paldeen Fates Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box. Basically the same thing. Let's keep it sealed. And that's probably the most recent stuff. I really haven't bought cards in the past year because, I've been working. I don't have the extra money with being a dad. So most of this stuff was bought like in 2020, 2021, 2019, back when I was like avidly opening up cards on the YouTube channel, and a lot of it was before kid, BC, before child. But yeah, let's get into it. Some of this stuff was also bought by my brother. So, and I told him, I was like, hey, I might have to cash this stuff out, see what I can make. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. And so like this stuff was bought years ago. So like really it's like, we didn't want to like open too much. So that's why we started keeping stuff sealed. And yeah, it just kind of came from there, where like we just kept like one or two of each item sealed. Or if we opened enough of a certain set, we were just like, let's stop opening it and just keep up what we have. Next up is the Pokemon Go Special Collection Team Instinct. I kept this one because I am a Team Instinct player. I haven't played Pokemon Go in quite a while, but there's that. Next we got some Trick or Trade booster bundle. I think this is the 2020 variant. My brother just bought this. He was just like, hey, I saw this on the shelf, so I bought one. And I was just like, I've already completed the set. So we kept it sealed because I already had it done. Sun and Moon Primarina Challenge Box. This was another one of those things that my brother just saw and he bought. And I was just like, I have no reason for a Primarina deck, especially this set was already through its lifespan. So I was just like, let's keep it sealed. It's got 2 packs of Sun and Moon. So base Sun and Moon, that's not bad. we have the Charizard and Reshiram tag team box. What's cool about this is right off the bat, visible, I can already see 2 or 3 packs of Evolving Skies, so that's a big seller. I know this box did really well. I ended up opening one and I bought one just to keep sealed. And we still got a couple more of the sets. We got 2 of the RCSB boxes. Love the figure. These are the ones that each have a pack of Cosmic Eclipse, so that's pretty cool. And I do love the figures. I used to be a sucker for these figure collections. Haven't picked one up. I've seen like the Lucario, and then there's like the Umbreon and Espeon, which, like I said, I haven't bothered to pick up cards in quite a while. Next is the 2 of the Radiant Eevee collection from Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go was actually pretty easy to get, so a lot of this stuff we have sealed. That in Pokemon Go was a set that fizzled out very quick, and even I got bored with pulling it and opening it, and that's why we just started keeping stuff sealed. But it does come with a playmat. I do remember that, because I have one that kind of sits on the little end table storage thing I have in front of the futon. And actually, I've opened up more than one of these. One of the playmats is a mouse pad at my school. So there's that. Next up is a Pokemon Go Mewtwo battle deck. Once again, my brother bought this. He used to just buy up Pokemon whenever he saw it, and I was just like, we don't need it, let's keep it sealed. It is like kind of undone, but I don't think that's gonna be the big ticket item. And then we got some ETBs left. We got one Celebrations. This is not the only Celebrations booster box, but with the, the 30th anniversary coming up, the 25 might do pretty well. We got 2 Pokemon Go ETBs. Once again, Pokemon Go was one of those things where we bought a lot of, and then we were like, we don't need it. And then, just like the 151 and stuff, I bought a Pokemon Go Pokemon Center box just to keep sealed. Opened one up, kept the other sealed. And how did dust get in here? I guess, storage bins probably aren't the best, but that's tote 1. Now let's move on to tote 2, and tote 2 is a couple more Pokemon Go things. We got the Alolan Executor B box. I feel like we have more than one of these, but that's just the one we have right now. Ooh, some Shiny Fates. We got the Shiny Fates Pikachu V. These, towards the end of this set, started getting sitting on shelves because people were over buying Shining Fates, but I liked Shining Fates. It was fun. That was really what I opened a lot of on the channel. That and Celebrations. As you can tell with this Dragapult Prime box. Unfortunately, there is the Dollar Tree sticker. I did get this one from Dollar Tree. And I feel like the packs are not where they're supposed to be. But Dragapult V. I wonder how much that goes for, because I only paid $15 for it. Next up are things my brother actually bought me these. A Marshadow box and a Savalai box, which there is a pack of evolutions in this one, and I don't see any Burning Shadows, but there's Break. But this was something my brother, my one brother went to pick up Shining Fates for me at the store while I was at school, and he failed. He went to go get breakfast, And in the time that he was gone, the card guy came, delivered Target's supply, and when he came back, it was gone. So my other brother went to a card shop and bought me these 2 boxes and a box of Shining Fates, which I opened up and pulled the Charizard in my first box. So like that's on the channel. That I loved that. That was so nice of my brothers to do that for me. Even though the one failed and didn't get me any cards, the other one came through. Next up is the... Oh, don't be falling on me. Is the Mythical Squishy Collection. I did open up one of these. I know that I gave one to my niece as well. Her dad bought the box off of me. I did have multiple at one point in time, but like up there are the squishies from the one that I opened, and 2 packs of Evolving Skies, so that's pretty good. Anything with Evolving Skies I know is going to help bolster what I can get towards the bathroom. Celebrations. There is a lot of celebrations in here. This is the Pikachu V-Union. V-Union was weird. I don't think it was playable at all. I do have some of these open. I have them on those little 4-page binders, so you can see the full art on one page. They did give you a jumbo version, so you could see what it looked like, but it was just weird, you know? And what does this come with? 2 additional booster packs, so it's Darkness Ablaze and Battle Styles. I pulled so much Battle Styles. That's the one thing that you won't see in this box is anything sealed from Battle Styles, because I wanted that Sleepy Tyranitar so bad. I ended up never pulling it, and a couple months after I bought a booster box, I ended up going to Knoxville Regional. It was my first regional I went to. I went like 3 and 6, but I had such a good time. I loved my first regional experience for VGC, and I ended up buying the Sleepy Tyranitar there for like $90. So I could have just not bought that booster box and bought the card raw, and it would have probably saved me a few bucks, but the experience there. Next is another Charizard and Reshiram box. I feel like one of these, maybe I think I opened the damaged one. There was one that was like, one of these corners were ripped, and maybe it's that one down there. But there was one that was ripped, and I was just like, well, it's ripped, like, we might as well open it. But another pack of Evolving Skies. Evolving Cries, as some people call it. And the big Chungus Pikachu VMAX box with the figure. I don't know how hard these are to get, but I loved this figure. I actually have up on my computer desk up there. I don't know if you can see it in the view. I have 2 of them. I've opened up 2 of these, and I was just like, I can't have these Pikachu figures sitting around everywhere. I need to stop opening them. So I kept that one sealed. Let's see, on to the last box. And the last box I feel like might be the spiciest. We got a Shining Fates ETB. This was one of those ones where I picked up and I opened so many Shining Fates that I ended up keeping this one sealed because I was just like, I can't open up anymore. Next, we got some more celebrations. No, I definitely thought I had like 4 of these. I don't know. But these are 2 celebration ETBs. I've already have one somewhere around here, but that's that, like I said. And then the Pokemon Center one. The Pokemon Center one was one that I bought, and I was just like, I gotta keep that sealed. Is the Greninja Pokemon Center stamped? No, this was before they were doing that. So now when you get a Pokemon Center one, the promo card comes stamped with the Pokemon Center logo, and this Greninja does not have that from the looks. It might. I'll have to do some research into that. But this was one that I bought when they were like, this is the last time we're making the ETB, the Pokemon Center ETB, and I ordered it, and I was just like, that's going in the sealed collection, because at that point, I already completed the celebration set, which I have in a little binder somewhere around here. We are getting to the older stuff, but still mostly celebrations. We got the collection boxes. We got a Sylveon, and that looks like I don't know what packs are in there, but probably just Darkness Ablaze. We got the Charizard, Lance's Charizard, and then the Zacian with the little Pikachu pen. I have like 6 of these lying around. I've opened a lot of these as the Zacian X, but there's that. I loved how they all had little posters that talked about the like where trainer cards came from, the level X cards, because like that time, like other than the trainer cards like Lance's Charizard, I was not involved in like TCG at all and collecting. So I was like the Prime cards, like the Dragapult Prime. Is it Prime? I think Prime or Delta, whatever. These were things that like I didn't know much about, so I was able to read into it with those little posters and stuff. So I still have those folded up, collected somewhere. But so many celebrations, which might be good with, you know, the 30th anniversary coming up. Next up is probably the oldest stuff in my collection, and that's a box of Crimson Invasion ETB. And then we got Sun and Moon ETB, both variants. This was, I think, this was the first time other than Evolutions where they were doing 2 separate style ETBs. There's the Solgaleo and Lunala, and nothing is different from these other than the box. There is some wear on the wrap for Lunala, but I think if I do try to, when I list these on Facebook, I probably will list them as a set, just because, like, you know, it's Sun and Moon with the Sun and Moon Pokemon. You kind of have to. And the last one is the one that's gonna hurt the most. This is, I want to hide the shipping label. My brother doesn't even live there. This is the one that's going to hurt the most, because this is the one that really was just like, hey, we have a legit sealed collection now. But let's go ahead and get that open, because I'm going to list it, and this is going to be the item that I hope gets me the most out of what we need for the bathroom. Oh, it hurts. It hurts to open it. I know I'm not like actually opening it, but I'm going to put this box cutter away. Oh. With the bag. This is our Evolving Skies booster box. This is going to be the item that is going to help us out the most when we try to get money to fix our bathroom. This is the thumbnail. You're going to see this in the thumbnail. So if you've been waiting to see this, here it is. It's a sealed Evolving Skies booster box. You just watched me open the box for the first time in 5 years. Funny story. My brother was the one that ordered the booster boxes. I could never afford them, and he has a little bit more expendable income, and he ordered one. He's like, hey, I got it shipped to your house. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. And then the next day, like, this is like when they first released, he texted me the next morning, went, hey, I got inebriated and I ordered another box. I was just like, did you just buy 2 booster boxes of Evolving Skies? And he was like, yeah, I did. I was like, all right, we'll keep one sealed. And the crazy thing is we didn't know how big this set was going to be. We just wanted to keep it sealed. And it's even got the Pokemon logos on it, on the wrap. It's legit. There is, some box stuff. I don't want to touch it too much, but I'm gonna put this back in. But yeah, if you check Facebook Marketplace tomorrow, you might see it. So if you live near me, help me out. Pay some money. But I'm gonna go through and I'm going to inventory all this to see how much estimated value I have here. And let's move the camera down. So yeah, I'm gonna check to see how much value I have here, and hopefully get a good amount to get our bathroom fixed. And that's fun to see all this stuff that I've been saving for years, and now I gotta get rid of it. But it's for a good reason. Good dad, good husband. But yeah. But anyways, that is all. I plan on being live tonight with some Pokemon Legends ZA. I haven't hit the ranked battles yet with the DLC Pokemon, so I plan on jumping into that. Hopefully I can get this all inventoried and get the boxes, get everything ready. But if you want to support me, just like and subscribe. Watch the streams. Help me out. And this wasn't for pity, but yeah, like I said, I don't plan on selling over YouTube or Twitter. It's mostly I'm going to try to hit up like card vendors, local, like people I know, people I trust, and try to get the most out of it. Probably none of it's going on eBay. And I just kind of want to like maximize the amount of cash I get for this stuff. But I know for some of the stuff, like, that's not reasonable. So I don't know. I just wanted to make this video to kind of say goodbye to it all and part ways with it. But yeah, this isn't supposed to be sad, but it sucks. Anyways, that's gonna be all. I'm Zach. Till next time, I'll see everyone later.